So the first exercise is a cat and camel. General spinal flexibility. You're looking at doing something like 7 to 10 repetitions. Stuart McGill studied enough in the lab to know about when the benefit starts to kick in. Second exercise is what you call either the world's greatest stretch, or you're looking at a tripod position in DNS. So we're doing rotation there. So if you do 10 rotations to each side, you will notice that most of you will have difference between left and right. Nice and slow. You should feel the stretch between the shoulder blades, and if you're overstretching through the arms. Second one is quadruped hip circles, or controlled articular rotations through functional range conditioning. So we're going to run the hip clockwise and counterclockwise and put it through range of motion. You'll also notice that you might see some movements are harder than others, so I would ask you to do that as slowly as possible. So again, 10 rotations clockwise, 10 rotations counterclockwise. And if you're struggling, if you feel like you're falling over, just put yourself against the wall. It'll stop your spine rotating. Second thing we're moving here in the quadruped position is we're looking at controlled articular rotations of the shoulder. Obviously, because the hips and shoulder are going to be put under the most range during golf swing. Right shoulder not as much as the left one in the right-handed golfer. So nice and slow clockwise and counterclockwise. And if you get any pinching, just either avoid that motion or make the circle a little smaller. Again, if you feel like you're moving, you're tilting your pelvis or back, then just put yourself against the wall. So just to get some core sequencing going, rolling patterns. Some of you will struggle with the upper ones, so I haven't put them into this video. So I would suggest just starting with the lower half, nice and slow, just get a good separation between the top half and bottom half of the body. And you actually, when you get off the floor from doing rolling patterns, you actually feel like you've been given a good stretch. If you're stuck, then I would suggest going and seeing a medical person, because you'll be surprised how, now they look easy, but they're actually pretty hard. So I would do 5 to 10 per leg, and as slowly as possible. Then we're going to move into a Great Cook hip lift, knee semi either to chest. If you can't get all the way, go some way through. So it's a good single leg glute activation. So do 10 per side, and you will notice difference between each hip. Then we're looking at a lunge with rotation. So that'll fire up the glutes, and then you're looking at a little bit of T-spine rotation. I would do 10 on each side. And obviously, if you're a fitness professional, you can look at some banded work. And then we're looking at a hip airplane from Stuart McGill. So it gets some single leg balance in, and then a little bit of rotation of pelvis over the hip. Last one, without any bands, is some W's. So we look at scapula stability. I've turned to the side here. You can see that the arms, you just bring the thumbs back. So you can see here, you can do this in any locker room and in any golf club, and you don't have to bring anything with you.